Hello everyone, this is Sakshi and I want to prepare for CAT 2023. Now there are less than 6 weeks left for the CAT exam. The CAT exam is on November 26th, and given all the festivals which will be upcoming, it can be difficult to prepare for CAT. So I have chalked out a 40-day plan for myself, and if there is someone who is trying to crack CAT in a short duration of time, maybe you can follow this plan with me. Now, before we go further, I want to tell you that my foundation in English or quants or reasoning is not bad. Being an engineering student, all of this aptitude building has been done quite a lot, so I am not unfamiliar with that. But of course, I need to practice all of that because it has been like 2 years before since I passed out, and all of this is very unfamiliar to me. So anyways, leaving that aside, let's move on. So first of all, let us understand what will be the exam pattern. The exam consists of mainly three parts. First is the VARC, which is verbal ability and reading comprehension. This part has the most weightage, as in it has the most number of questions. The second is DILR. DILR stands for data interpretation and logical reasoning, and the third is quants. Now, a total of 66 questions are asked, and those 66 question accounts for a total of 198 marks. And there will be 24 questions of VARC, 20 of DILR, and 22 of quants, making up a total of 66 questions. Now the exam pattern is on +3 -1 scheme, so do not try to actually, like fake guess something, because that will be very hazardous for your result. And the fun fact is that if you can get about 65% of the marks, you will be able to get almost 98 percentile or more. Sometimes even 99.5 percentile can be achieved with just 65% of the marks. So that is like, if you get above 100 or 100 if you have 100 or 20 or 100 or 30 marks, you will be in the top 50. So let's just try to score that, because we are not very rich in time. Okay, so moving further, let's see how I have planned my each day. So first of all, I have planned some topics for each of the subjects for a duration of 40 days. On the first day, I will be covering surds and indices from quants, blood relations from DILR, and fill in the blanks from VARC. I'll show them in the upcoming lectures. In the second day, it will be logarithm, then LCM, HCF, speed and time, time and distance. This is week 1 for quants. Then blood relation, number and letter series, Venn diagram, seating arrangement. I have chosen only 4 topics for DILR because everything needs to be balanced. Now, in every week, I am adding a revision day to revise all the topics which we have covered, and a mock test day where we will give mock tests which are available online for all these topics. I have planned the second week similarly. I will give the link of this blog in the comment section. You can check it from there. Second is the trigonometry, inequality, complex numbers, pipes and cistern, number system. Quite heavy topics, but we will be able to do it. Then there's the revision day and mock test. And similarly, we'll go on. And at the end, you'll see that we have 2 days for revision. I have revision days more for VARC because the number of topics are less in VARC and DILR as compared to quants. We can use that to revise them. Now in VARC, you would have seen that I have only covered like 7 to 8 topics: fill in the blank, sentence correction, close passage, jumble paragraphs, meaning usage match, summary, analogies, and reverse analogies. That's all. And then there's verbal reasoning and fact inferences judgment. These fact inferences judgment is for those 16 questions which we get for reading comprehension. Now from my research, I have found that uh, if you have gone through VARC exam pattern of the previous year or seen some of the question papers, you'll know that the English asked in the CAT exam is entirely different from what we studied before. It's very difficult. We need to familiarize ourselves with that level of English, and for that, we have to study essays from Aeon essays. uh, I have seen that some of the previous questions asked in the CAT exam have come directly from this site, directly, no alternates. So even if the questions do not come as it is from this site, at least after reading it again and again for 40 to 50 days, we'll have a familiarity with the topics, with the level of English which is expected of us to understand in just those 40 minutes of the exam. So what I am trying to do is to read at least one passage from Aeon every day. Now, since I am having a job as an engineer, it's like 9 hours per day, 45 hours a week, which is being taken away from me for that. So I don't think that I'll be able to do more than this. But what I want to incorporate is at least studying the editorial section and the science section from my newspaper every day. If you do have time, go through the topics of sociology, anthropology, zoology, history, SNT. These are the five topics around which the content of VARC reading comprehension revolves. If you can, go through the Economist and Guardian newspaper daily, the Smithsonian Magazine, the New York Times, if you can. All of these are related. If you can, do it, but at least go through the essays from Aeon one daily, because even if you do that, you'll have an understanding of what is the level. So at least that is the bare minimum which you will have to do. Apart from that, it would be beneficial if you could pick up the SAT level questions or the GRE level questions and go through the synonyms and antonyms at least 5 to 10 daily. That will be very beneficial. So like from if I calculate everything which we will be doing, it will be around, I guess, 5 to 6 hours daily based on your speed. So it's not going to be easy, but I think we'll make it, right? So let's get started. See you tomorrow.